What? You say you don't believe in scientific studies? And then they will extend that to, you don't believe in science? I've had people just leave the conversation instead of having the conversation, seeing what I'm talking about. I've decided that I should stop saying that I have problems with science. That hasn't worked for me. Now that would work for, everybody else, the popular people, because it would make them more popular. But I have a problem with scientific studies. Of course, we should all know by now, most studies happen because they are paid for by some group, and they're most likely to be corrupt some way. They have some kind of bias. That's the world we live in. Look at the world now. What more proof do you need? That negative publicity is publicity. Finally, I heard someone say that on the news. And that people vote in one of the worst people ever seen because they think he's not corrupt, a politician, only to find out that he's the worst kind of politician that we've ever seen here in this country. It's common in Africa, that they're called banana republics. Back to scientific studies. The way that the studies are set up are really whacked out, basically, to produce a certain result. And we even saw in my last video, showed some clips of Dr. Eric Berg. And even though I was disagreeing with his belief, I agree with him when he's showing how a high-fat diet will cause diabetes or something like that, and other stuff. See, there you go. Since he debunked the diet, that made him look like he was right in the end, which he is not. Looks like some truck broke down here. We got these women lifting all these bricks from one truck to the next. Why did that break down? That's what those trucks are made for. See, that Berg, he's really irritating. Irritating! Isn't that irritating? That the study is on the right track, but the study was so bad that it was easy to debunk, dissect. And that's one of the many ways in which scientific studies are a bunch of crap, and I don't use them. Meanwhile, you got vegan gains and Happy Healthy Vegan using studies all the time, and their audience eats it up. But notice we're still arguing. They're going back and forth with their opponents, like Unnatural Vegan and other people. They can easily find more and more people, but this never ends. That's because of the nature of studies. I don't use them, I go beyond them. I show the bigger picture. Another problem with studies is that they were never meant for public consumption. Studies were meant to be used by scientists because only they really understand them fully. Maybe that's one of the reasons why studies are put together in such a crazy way. They're creating these crazy conditions which you don't see in nature. They're not really trying to show what these gurus would have us to believe. These studies were meant to show a little piece of the puzzle being put together with other studies. The scientific community should not even be putting these studies out to the media or the public. The fact that they do is another sign that the study was corrupt from the beginning, meant to be used as politically weaponized information so that they could trick the public. That's not science. That's what I'm against. And you might have heard another example of studies used for evil from a video from Happy Healthy Vegan a couple weeks back. A study that apparently shows that carbs can kill you. Of course, Ryan did a good job, as usual, with his science and pulling out studies here and there. I'm sure that'll please a lot of people, progress us further into this never-ending debate. I have my own take on this stuff, and I took this a step further to show you the bigger, deeper picture about what was going on with that study. This complements Ryan's video very well. This turned out to be an article instead of a video. I already had a lot of it written down. I took a lot of quotes from this article. See, it's the way these articles took the study and altered it, weaponized it to manipulate us. So this article is now up live on my website. Go check it out. The link is right below this video in the description. It's a pretty short article. After you're finished with it, leave a comment below that article. Not only to let me know that the comments work, that the webpage is working good, but to let me know that the link below this video worked. I want to make sure everything's working, because I don't do this very often. The article is short and sweet, real powerful. It deserves to be shared, so share it around. I'll see you in a couple days, where I'm going to blow this community apart. This community's changing. I'm going to take stuff, once again, stuff you've heard, but then I go deeper and show you things that are happening below the surface that you didn't know about. Once you're done reading the article and sharing it, commenting, come back here, finish the video, and leave a comment here. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in a couple days.
Oh, we don't watch them. We wouldn't even if we could.
He does watch state TV, and he listens to propaganda broadcasts on the radio.
We have confirmed that reporting that Rex Tillerson called the president a moron.